what the phone looks like as well as now a matching accessory.
Yeah, and so it's kind of a double verification there as far as what we think. And if you look at that, some of those renders, that camera is going to be, I think, it's going to be an issue for some people. I mean, if you're a hardcore iPhone user, I think that you're probably going to be not have a problem. I'm looking here in the chat and on Facebook, Rick says, no problem with the bulge. So going to be okay with it there. I mean, and what do you think? Is that something that you're okay with when it comes to an iPhone? And I'm not an iPhone user, so maybe if you're really into iPhones, this isn't going to matter to you at all.
I wouldn't say I'm particularly upset by the bulge.
Yeah. Yes, so it's not a huge
but
issue.
something that it does seem to be eliciting a lot of reaction online, a lot of negative reaction.
Yeah.
And it also kind of marks the departure of Johnny Ive, who is the designer of Apple products. So it seems like he wasn't very involved in this process at all, which is something that we can kind of glean.
Yeah, that's an interesting take on that. I didn't think about that. So maybe this is the new step that Apple's going.
Right. Maybe this is the new step, and they kind of talked about a more bezel-less design, but they still have that little bit of a notch in there at the top.
Yeah, the notch is another thing that I feel like if people are against the notch, they're hardcore against the notch.
They're hardcore against the notch.
Yeah, like they cannot handle that at all. So I think that's going to be something. And again, we're putting this out there to everybody who's watching live. What do you think about this? Is this something that's a big issue for you? The notch, the bulge, how do you feel about those? But again, these are some of the rumors and the leaks that are coming out about it. And certainly at this point, there's enough of them. You have to think that this is probably along the lines of being accurate.
Yeah, this is probably pretty close. And, either way, we're definitely going to find out with the new iPhone release in September.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this one's actually it's quite large and quite heavy. Even, I'm not quite sure compared to the XS, but I think it's a little bit larger and heavier than that. Not quite as large as the XS Max. God, that's hard to say.
XS Max, XS, not the Plus.
Hopefully it
Max,
will be named something easier to say.
Right.
That's all I want, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing they're going to go back to iPhone 11, you would think, unless they go to a completely different naming scheme, which that could be an Apple thing to do.
That could be, yeah.
Like just we're on the Z